Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make chicken biryani. So for that, let me tell you before I proceed, I'll be telling you the spices that we will be using for the marination. Because if I tell you all the ingredients that I'll be using for the whole process, you may get confused. So step by step, I'm going to tell you the ingredients. So please watch patiently and very carefully till the last. So for the marination, here I have 1 kg of chicken pieces which I have already washed from before. To this I'm going to add 1 tablespoon garlic paste and 1 tablespoon ginger paste, 4 tablespoons of curd, half teaspoon of black pepper powder, 1 tablespoon of biryani masala, that is Shahi biryani masala, half teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri lal mirch, then 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1.5 teaspoon of coriander powder, and 1 teaspoon of cumin powder. So these are the ingredients that I'll be using for the marination. So step by step, I'll tell you all the ingredients that I'll be using. So let's start with the first process. So I'm going to add the garlic paste, ginger paste, all the spices, and the curd. And this I'm going to mix thoroughly and let it marinate for about an hour. You can see I have mixed all the ingredients very thoroughly. Now I'm going to keep this in the fridge and marinate for an hour. While the chicken pieces are getting marinated, in the meantime, let's go and fry the onions. So let's go. I have placed a heavy bottomed pan on the stove. To this I've added around 10 tablespoons of refined oil. So let's check whether the oil has become hot or not by dropping a piece of onion. Yes, it's hot, so I'm going to fry all the onion pieces, I mean the chopped onions, till they are dark golden brown. You can see the onions are nicely fried. So this I'm going to take out on a plate and keep it aside to garnish in the biryani later on. Now the next step, I'm going to use the same oil that I have used to fry the onions. But then to this I'm going to add around 2 tablespoons of clarified butter, ghee. So here I add 2 tablespoons of clarified butter. Why I'm adding this clarified butter is that it will give a good flavor and aroma to the chicken curry and the biryani also. So let's wait for the oil to heat up. After that, I'm going to add the chopped onions. Here are the ingredients that I'll be using to fry the marinated chicken. So here I have 2 big-sized chopped onion, 2 bay leaves, 3 dry red chilies, 2 sticks of cinnamon, 3 pieces of cardamoms and 6 pieces of cloves. So now let's go and start frying the marinated chicken. The oil has become hot, so I'm going to drop the red chili, then the cloves, cinnamon, and the cardamoms, the bay leaves, and saute for around 1 minute. After sauteing for 1 hour, I'm going to add the chopped onions here. And fry till they are slightly golden brown. I mean the onion pieces. The onions are slightly golden brown now. To this I'm going to add the chicken pieces, the marinated chicken pieces. And I'm going to cook this for around 5 minutes. After that, I'll tell you what to do. I've mixed thoroughly with the oil and the other spices. You can see I haven't added any water to this. So I'm going to cook this on a medium flame for around 15 minutes. After cooking for 5 minutes, I'm going to give a stir. You can see, though I haven't added any water, the meat has started leaving its water. So in this liquid only I'm going to cook for 15 minutes. Now for the next step, here I have 4 cups of washed basmati rice. The measuring cup that I have used to measure the rice is a 140 ml cup. Now along with the rice, I'm going to add these garam masalas. So here I have around 5 pieces of cloves, 3 crushed cardamoms, and 2 sticks of cinnamon. And to this I'm going to add these 2 bay leaves. So let's go and start. I have poured here around 2 liters of water. So let's wait for the water to boil. After that, I'll add the spices and the basmati rice. The water has started boiling, so I've already added the dry spices, the garam masalas. Cloves, cardamom, then cinnamon, the bay leaves. So to this I'm going to add the rice. And I'm going to cook the rice till they are 70% cooked. And why I have added the spices to this rice water is that it will give a good aroma to the rice. Into this rice, I'm going to add around ½ teaspoon of salt also. And I'm going to give a stir. And I'm going to add around 1 tablespoon of oil also into this rice so that the rice will not stick. The rice is 70% cooked. So now I'm going to separate the water from the rice. I'll drain the water. I have drained the water from the basmati rice. You can see they are all separate, isn't it? They did not stick to one another. So while the marinated chicken pieces are getting cooked for 15 minutes, in the meantime, I'll tell you what are the next items that we will be needing. Here I have this aluminum foil which I'll be using to cover the pan. And at the end, I'm going to use this Kashmiri Kesar essence. Since I don't have the Kesar, that's saffron, so I'm going to use the essence and some rose water. And I'm also going to use these fried onions. One more ingredient which I'll be using for the biryani. So after cooking for 15 minutes the marinated chicken, I'm going to put these chopped coriander leaves on top of the chicken pieces. I'll be using some chopped coriander leaves also here. And here in this bowl I have taken 2 tablespoons of fresh milk. To this I'm going to add around half teaspoon of food color to spread on the rice later on. So you can see I have added yellow food color to the milk. So this I'm going to spread on the rice. I have cooked the chicken for 15 minutes, you can see. Now I'm going to add the chopped coriander leaves. And I'm going to give a mix. I have reduced the flame to low. Now I'm going to add the basmati rice. Here I add the basmati rice. I'm going to cover the whole chicken curry. So in this way I'm going to put all the rice on top of the chicken curry. And once I'm done, I'll tell you what to do next. You can see I have put all the rice on top of the chicken gravy. To this, I'm going to spread the food color. Here I put the food color. I'm not going to mix, I'll just spread like this. The fried onions. And I'm going to cover this with an aluminum foil. I'll show you how. I'm going to put around half teaspoon of that Kashmiri Kesar essence and the rose water. I'm going to use around 1 teaspoon of the rose water and spread on top of the rice. The rose water and the Kashmiri Kesar essence, they will give a very good aroma to the biryani. Now I'm going to cover the sides of the pan. I'm going to seal very nicely with the help of this aluminum foil, like this. In this way I have closed all the sides of the pan, and now I'm going to cover it with the lid and cook on a very low flame for about half an hour. I have placed a flat pan on the stove. On top of that only I'm going to place this pan and cook for 30 minutes. So at last our long awaited chicken biryani is done. I'll show you how it has turned out to be. Here I lift the cover. Wow, the aroma. I'm not going to mix this. I'll take out on a plate and show you how the biryani has turned out to be. We should never mix the biryani. So I'm just going to scoop out the chicken pieces and the rice on a plate. Wow, look at this. Our long-awaited chicken biryani. I can smell the aroma. It's so tempting, isn't it? I'm sure you will try to make this recipe. So if you like watching my video, please give a thumbs up, share, and subscribe, and please do comment also. Thank you so much for watching.